And then after that, we have something very similar to that called an umpire's cheat sheet. Okay, I think all our players should keep umpire cheat sheets. I know a couple presentations earlier that focused on receiving showed the heat maps of umpires. I think as a catcher, we should have physically something on paper similar to that. Now, umpires have very, very long lifespans in the major leagues and in amateur baseball. For the high school coaches in the room, there's probably some umpire that has been a pain has been a pain for the past 20 years, right? When Will Little, a major league umpire, spoke at CatcherCON about 3 years ago, he gave the number, and I've forgotten it. I think there's only been like 150 major league umpires throughout the course of entire Major League Baseball. Okay, when they get a job, they're in the union, they stick around. Their career is like 40 years. There's not a whole lot of turnover. All right. Now, if you're a minor league umpire, a lot of times you're in 1 year, out the next. You're not doing it a long time. Amateur guys, if you coach in college, you've probably been dealing with the same umpires for the last 10 years. Okay. So there's a lot of information that we can have on these guys, and I think we should. So what goes in the umpire's cheat sheet? Again, very similar to the pitcher's black book. It's just a guide that can help our catchers better understand and better connect and better learn about these umpires. So what's in it? What's their name? Where are they from? What's their day job? Okay? Do they have a wife, children, girlfriend? What are their hobbies like? And again, I'm from Mississippi. Most of the umpires down there like to hunt and fish. So first game of the spring, if I knew somebody was a deer hunter, hey man, how was deer season? Did you see any big bucks? What'd you get? How many did you shoot? What'd you do? Or if you know somebody likes to fish, hey man, what are the bass biting on now? Is it plastic worm? Is it top water? What is it? Just one example. Again, all these guys are different, but we need to have these notes. What's their attitude like? Are they confrontational? Are they friendly? Are they talkative? Are they quiet? Again, there's all sorts of different guys. And again, it's good for us. It's also good to pass these notes along to young catchers that are coming in our system. The zone, the heat map, like I said, that's a good one. All these umpires will have particular tendencies. I know as a college coach, there were a number of umpires that they love to ring guys up backwards. Why? They're super proud of their punch out, and they want to show it off as often as possible. So what does that tell you? When you get 2 strikes, you can expand the zone a little bit. All right? There are certain guys, they just don't want to be seen. It's like they won't punch anybody out. Okay? And 2 strikes, you're like, man, why can't we get anybody to punch out backwards? All right? So with that guy, we might have a different approach slightly with 2 strikes. Again, I'm not saying we should completely change our strategy from our pitcher's strengths, but we get the idea. All the variables put together, work together to come up with our game plan. So I think having an umpire's cheat sheet, it can be very beneficial. So I would really encourage you to just have your players, have your catchers do more, okay? Write about their pitchers. Share that with others. Share that with their teams or their other catchers, the other 4 guys on staff or however many you have, and talk about the pitchers. Do the same with the umpires. Give them a cheat sheet.